All right, good morning, everyone. Go ahead and get your answers up on the board. What can you do to be successful for trimester 3? Hi, Alexis. While we are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and send out your notes. All right, so there are two sections. You're either in Miss Larkin's section, My Class, or you are in Miss Cruz's section. That's the second link. So try both links. If one doesn't work, the other one should. Yes, Alexis, I've had you before too. I've had a few of you before. I think during trimester 1. So yeah, it's been a while. Good to see all of you. All right, looking good, everyone. Go ahead and open up those notes. And while you're doing that, also go ahead and get your answer up on the board. I'm going to start our recording. And let's go ahead and go over some of these answers I see on the board. You can also feel free to answer in the chat as well. Okay, all right, so things we can do to be successful for trimester 3. Let's take a look here. Rosa, you said be on time for your classes, get your work. Luca, you said focus during class. Sophia, stay positive. Camilla, get your work done on time, pay attention. Shane, do your homework as it's handed to you, and Matt, don't let overdues pile up. Definitely. Shane, go ahead and try the other one. I'm betting you are in Miss Cruz's section. So let me double check. Oh no, do the first link. First link should work. You're in my section, so I'll send it. I'll private chat it to you if that helps. Again, there are two links. Okay, so there you go. There's the link that should work for you. And then Tara, let me know if I'm saying that correctly. If I say your name wrong or if I call you by a different name than you prefer, let me know. Okay, last name T. Okay, Tara. Okay, Tara, you are in Miss Cruz's section, so you should always use the second link I send. But I'll go ahead and just private chat it to you right now. So again, or I'll respond to your chat. So again, just make sure you're trying both links, everyone. Both links. Okay? Did that one work, Shane? And then Tara, let me know if that one works for you. All right, so you do need to have your notes open. Just so you know, completing your notes is part of how I know that you were in attendance, and attendance is 10% of your grade. Awesome, Shane. So there are two parts to your attendance. You need to make sure that you're on time and stay to the end. I do check the attendance report. And then you also need to make sure that you are working on the notes that are assigned during live class. So we do work on the notes. You do submit them during live class. So I check the timestamp. I check that you actually did them. I check that you actually passed them. Again, I do give you most of the answers to the notes during class, so you should easily be able to get over a 60%. All right, so again, to get your attendance, make sure that you are here and make sure that you're doing what we're doing, which is the notes. Okay? I don't know. My other class had a lot more females than males, so yeah. All right, it's a really easy one, Shane, because it is just the start of class 1. Yeah. All right. So again, I agree with all of these up here. I would say definitely come to live classes. That's one of the easiest ways to be successful. We find that students who come to class in general get like 1 or 2 letter grades above students who don't come to class. So make sure you're coming to class consistently. And then, yeah, make sure don't let overdues pile up. It's okay if you once in a while have some stuff that's overdue. We don't penalize for overdue stuff. The only exception being attendance you can only get the day of. But we don't penalize for that stuff, so just make sure try to get it done when you can. Don't let things pile up too much, because then it's a lot more stressful at the end of the trimester, and then you're just not learning as much, and that again is correlated to how successful you are. So try to stay on top of your work to the best of your ability. Okay? Yeah, there are quite a few people. So this is a notice. Please make sure you do not share contact info during class for your own security and security and legal reasons. Is anyone having issues? You can't hear any audio. Is anyone else having that issue? So it looks like everybody else can hear me. Okay, so I think it's just Jasmine. All right, so just, yeah, log out back in. All right, please make sure you're participating often and well. I do give you 3 chances to respond to me. I'll ask you to like raise your hands, or I'll ask you to respond to me in a private chat. If I don't hear from you after 3 times, I will go ahead and I will excuse you, and you won't be able to get your attendance. Tamara, you need to make sure you're using the correct link. There are 2 links, so you should be using the Larkin link because you are in my section. So I'll go ahead and send that to you. Okay, so again, there's 2 links. There's the Larkin link, and then there's also the Cruza link. So make sure you try both. Yeah, it's a combined class. That's why I'm sending out 2 links. So you're either in Larkin or you're in Cruza. Try both links. Okay. All right. And then don't forget, behave appropriately. Obviously, you're in high school. You know what that means. And these are being recorded. Okay. No, you'll get it pretty quickly, Shane. All right. So today is day 1 out of 60. We are taking a look today at our introduction. It's very simple. This is just start of course information, so nothing that's really content specific. But we will be talking all about different aspects of matter for the rest of this unit. Thursday, I will introduce the Unit 1 project. All right, so there's not a lot you need to do on Thursday. I'm just going to be telling you what the project's about and asking you to do a couple things on it, but we're going to start off pretty slowly on Thursday, so don't panic. Again, Thursday we don't have live classes, so there will be a recording that explains to you how to start your Unit 1 project. So just as a heads up, that is coming. Yeah. Yeah, the first days are always more confusing as we get new students. And as we learn new procedures. So again, this is all going to be about matter for this unit. And again, we will have a project for this unit. So there are normally 2 science teachers. There's usually me and Miss Sepulveda. Miss Sepulveda is out on leave right now. So you might have some substitutes that are filtering in and stuff. But it's okay because we would still be normally teaching it together anyways. So once Miss Sepulveda does come back, we'll still be together in class at the same time. There's just some personal stuff going on, Shane. Nice, Creek. No, she's not sick, just some personal stuff. All right, so today we should be able to explain how to be successful in this course. This is SCI102B. It is a physical science course, but we do focus on chemistry, so you will notice that most of the time I just call it the chemistry course. If you took SCI102A, that's the one I call the physics course. So that's the easiest way to differentiate. This one will be focusing on chemistry. You should be able to identify the largest grade category and be able to find your grades and links to all of your assignments and recordings. And today you will be working on the 1A notes and survey, which I already sent to you in the chat. Don't panic. No, the projects will be actually easier because we decided to do notes and projects a little bit more separately. So it should not be too bad, Luca. No, don't worry, everyone. If you follow directions, if you watch the recordings, you will be successful. All right. My promise is always that if you put in the work, I will do as much as I need to help you do well in the class. So as long as you're putting in the work, I will work harder to make sure you do well. Okay. So anyways, you should be doing the notes and survey today. You should get an 80% or higher. Honestly, you should all get 100%. It's the first assignment. I do give you all the answers for questions 2 through 6. And then the remaining questions, which are survey questions, you should be able to get 100% on those because you should hopefully know that information about yourself. It's just personal questions, okay? All right, so at this point, if you haven't already, please make sure you open up your notes and then raise your hand. If you're still having a hard time opening them, please make sure you let me know now, all right? So go ahead. Again, you're either in Miss Larkin's section, which is my section, or Miss Cruza's section. So make sure you try both links. Evangelina, you are joking, right? Go ahead and raise your hands. I will give you 30 seconds to raise your hands. Let me know that you have your notes open and ready to go. Again, I do need responses from everybody consistently. Otherwise, you will be excused and you won't be able to get your attendance. Ezekiel, try the other link, please. There are 2 links. I will double check which section you are in. Yes, you are in Mrs. Larkin's. So let me go ahead and private chat you my link. Again, if one link doesn't work, try the other. You're either in Miss Larkin's, my section, or Miss Cruza's. There you go, Ezekiel. Let me know if it still doesn't work. Shane, I think next week. I'm not sure, though. So I don't know definitively. But in the meantime, I'm taking care of everything, so it's okay. Okay. All right, perfect. Kaylee, is that how I say that? Let me know if that's how I say your name. Awesome, Ezekiel. All right, just waiting on raised hands from Evangelina. Evangelina, Shane, are you good? Did you get it open? I think you did. So raise your hand if you're good, or send me a smiley in the chat. Waiting on Alexis in the chat. Alexis in the chat. Waiting on Brennan. Brennan. Raise your hand. Luca. Waiting on, let's see here, Andres. And Fabian. Dacker. I see Luis in the chat. I see Kaylee in the chat. John. Thank you, John. Waiting on Dacker. Luis. No, sorry, Luis here in the chat. Seraphim. Adrian. Andrew. I see Jasmine in the chat. Bryant. I know. I'm working on saying them right, but if I say your name wrong, let me know. Haley, and Mallory. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send in my first private check-in with you. Again, you get 3 chances to respond, so please make sure you are responding. All right, so just contact information. So I am Miss Larkin. Here's my phone number. Here's my email. Generally, it's easier for me to respond to texts and emails just because I can respond to them when I'm not teaching or when I am not in live sessions or a meeting. All right, but you can always try to call me too. Just know that if I'm in a live session or a meeting, you might have to leave a voicemail. You can also contact Miss Cruza. Again, you're either in my section or Miss Cruza's section. Here's her phone number and her email right here. You can also just click the Contact My Teacher button. That will send an email directly to your section's teacher. If you accidentally mix this up, it's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and make sure that you are directed to the correct place. And our contact information is also written at the top of the course pages. So easy, lots of ways to contact us, okay? So insight policy, please remember, is that attendance is worth 10%. Attendance to live classes is worth 10% to all of your classes. It is required, so it's 10% of your overall grade. Please note that you just need to make sure that you are logging in at the correct time. The time is listed in the title of the section, of the session. So period 3, for example, actually starts at 10:40. I know it's scheduled as 10:30 in the K-12 page, but that's just because K-12 only allows us to schedule on the 0s, 15s, 30s, and 45s. So we technically have to schedule it at 10:30, but it does not actually start till 10:40. So just make sure you're reading the title of the session so that you're coming to class at the right time. On live class days to earn attendance, again, there are 2 parts. You need to stay from start to end. All right, I do check the attendance report that you're here for the majority of the time. You also need to actually pass the notes during class. So I should see that your notes timestamp. The timestamp on that should occur before the recording gets uploaded. So as long as I see that you did it before I uploaded the class recording, you're good. So it should be during your class or shortly after your class period is over. And you also need to pass it. So again, I do give you the majority of the answers. If I see you're not passing it, that shows me you weren't actually paying attention in class or you didn't actually come to class. Go ahead and give me a green check, orange X, everyone, if that makes sense, or if that does not. Go ahead, green checks, everybody. Let me know if that makes sense. Again, if you're just joining us, please open up your notes. There are 2 versions. There's one if you're in my section, Miss Larkin, and there's one if you're in Miss Cruza's section. That's the second link. Try both links. Excellent. All right, green checks, everyone, if you understand. Luca, Brandon, Andres, Fabian, Dacker, John. Let's see here. Andrew, Julia, Bryant, Umeza, Charity. Green checks, everyone. Perfect. Thank you, Brennan. I know. Almost lunchtime, right? I feel that. All right. 3rd and 4th period, I'm always very hungry. If you are ever absent on a live class day, just watch the recording from the live class. The recordings are uploaded around 1 to 2 p.m., and that'll help you complete the notes for the day. So that way you still get your notes credit. Please note, though, that if you do the notes using the recording after the recording's uploaded, you don't get attendance because obviously your timestamp at that point is too late. So again, if you want live class attendance, you have to A, be in live class and make sure that you submit your notes before the recording's uploaded, and then B, if you're not in live class, you can still get notes credit, you just won't be able to get your attendance credit. Smiley faces, emojis in the chat box, if that makes sense, everyone. If you have a hard time finding emojis, you can just right-click in the box, and then you'll see the option for emojis at the top of the menu. So smiley faces or emojis, if everything's making sense. Excellent. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, Cynthia, Destiny, Antoinette, Tara. Perfect. All right. No worries, Umeza. If things are loading slow, you can also take a picture too. Excellent. All right, everyone. Please note that every single course has an asynchronous days. PE and Tech have more than one. So asynchronous days means that those are days that we do not meet live. So for science courses, that is Thursdays for us. So I do not see you live on Thursdays. However, you will have a recording. Thursdays are always our project work days. So you'll have a recording that goes over the steps for the project for that day. And then you just need to complete those steps for starting your project. Okay? There is no attendance word, Destiny. Again, attendance is based on did you come to class and did you do the notes during class? Okay, so that's it. There's no attendance word. It's just did you come to class and did you do the assignment during class? Okay, perfect. All right, so that being said, make sure you understand these. On the whiteboard, circle or box for me or use your pencil tool and select the correct answers. There's more than one. Which of the following are true about attendance in this course? It is worth 10% of your overall grade. You can complete the notes at any time of the day. You must attend start to end over 30 minutes. You must pass the notes with a 60% or higher. You will get an attendance word of the day. Go ahead and circle correct answers up there. I see Rosa working. I see Kaylee working. I see Camilla. I see Evangelina and Sophia. All right, lots of people. I can't even keep up anymore. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Shane. Perfect. All right, let me pause those tools. All right, looks like we got the major three of them. There were a couple of you that said that you get an attendance word of the day. I just clarified that there is no attendance word. Again, the attendance solely comes from did you come to class and did you do the notes during class? So I need to know that you're doing the work that we are doing in class. Okay, so it's worth 10% of your grade. You can't just do it at any time of the day. You have to make sure you do it before the recording's uploaded. Meaning make sure just submit it during class, so before recording, which is uploaded around 2 p.m. All right. You do need to attend start to end, and you do need to pass those notes. Again, if you're not passing it, that tells me you weren't actually in class or that you walked away from your computer. These three selections are the answers for number 2. Go ahead and raise your hand when you have number 2 saved. You have 30 seconds to check those off. Go, go, go. Make sure you get all 3, otherwise the computer will mark it as incorrect. All right, so this is our grade breakdown. So most assignments are completed during live classes. So the easiest way to be successful is to make sure that you are coming to live classes because we do most of everything together. The only exception is on Thursdays. Thursdays are project work days, but I recommend just do that work during your normal time where you would have me. All right, so you would just watch the recording, do that work during the normal class time that you would normally have me. So this is our grade breakdown right here. You can see that pie graph. So the 4 projects and 1 final exam, these are the big assignments in the course. They are worth 70% of your entire grade. So in the chat box, tell me if you don't do the projects in the final exam, can you pass the course? Yes or no? No, obviously not. It is literally impossible to pass if you don't do these well. All right, passing is 60%, right? So if you don't do 70% of the work, you literally cannot pass. All right, so make sure that you are working on the projects and exam every Thursday, our project work days. Notes are completed in live classes. They are 15% of your grade. Again, most of the answers are provided in live class. Occasionally I have a check just to make sure you understood what we went over in live class. But again, much of this you should be able to do. You should be able to get 100% on these. These are easy points. So you should be coming to live class, doing your notes, or if you miss a live class, watching the recording of live class and doing your notes. Attendance is 10%. Again, attendance just means that you, sorry, just helping a student right now. Attendance is 10% of your grade. Attendance means you came to class and you did the notes during class. And STAR 360 is our reading and math assessments that we do every single trimester for reading and math. These, however, will not be done this trimester until the end of the trimester. So please don't do them right now. Just know that in about 2 months we will be proctoring those exams, okay? Go ahead and give me a smiley face emoji, everyone in the chat box, if this breakdown makes sense. I'm going to ask you to know what this breakdown is in 1 slide, so make sure that you're following along. Excellent. All right, this is going to be number 3 in your notes. Go ahead and fill in the blank with the word impossible. Capitalization does not matter, but spelling does. So only the word impossible. Make sure you spell it correctly. You have 20 seconds to raise your hand for number 3. Go, go, go. Capitalization does not matter, Haley. All right, everyone, so please match these up for me. All right, attendance, projects, exams, notes, STAR 360, match them up with their percentages. Go, go, go on the whiteboard. All right, looking good. Awesome. I see Alyssa up on the board. I see Kaylee working. I see Camilla, Creek. Matt, if it's blank, log out and back in. That'll fix it. All right, perfect, everyone. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yes, attendance is worth 10%. Projects and exams are worth 70%. They are the big hitters. Notes are worth 15%. Again, we give you most of the answers in class, and so that should be easy points. Attendance also means the difference between like an A and a B, so make sure you're attending classes because we also do everything together. And then Star 360 at the end of the trimester will be worth 5%. This is number 4. Please raise your hand when you're good on number 4. You have 40 seconds. Go, go, go. For my course, please be aware that the grades tab is the most important tab in the course. It gets updated every day, obviously with your grades, but as well it also gets updated with links to everything. So links to your assignments, your notes, your projects, everything, as well as the recordings that go over every answer or every step of that assignment, right? So notes, again, I give you the majority of the answers. Projects, it'll go over every step of the project. Smiley faces, emojis in the chat, if that makes sense. I think there might be more than one Jaden. That's my daughter in the background. Awesome. Okay, so the grades tab does mean it's your one-stop shop to my class to be successful. So you should be checking it every day. If you know how to use nothing else in the course, but you do know how to use the grades tab, you can be successful. So the grades tab is the most important tab for my course, and it has everything that you need. So make sure that you are looking at your grades tab. All right, this is number 5. Go ahead and fill in the blank with the word links. Capitalization does not matter, but spelling does. You have 20 seconds. Go, go, go. If you need to, take a picture because you're having trouble with making it work. And still give me a raised hand. Go, go, go. That being said, what is the most important tab? We just went over it. Is it the plan tab, content, progress, or grades tab? Circle or box it for me up on the board. What did we just went over? Go ahead and get it up on the board. Now, again, what's that one-stop shop, Shane? Let me know in the chat. What's that one-stop shop? Awesome. I see Tara. I see Camilla. Evangelina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excellent. Yes, it is definitely the grades tab. Thank you so much. Good. This is going to be number 6. Again, we just went over this. Raise your hand. You have 20 seconds to fill out number 6. Go, go, go. Raise your hands for number 2. Or number 6. Okay, Jasmine. Yeah, you'll have a little bit of time to make sure it gets done. So to edit any answers if you need to. Wow, that is so weird, Gino. Okay, Gino, I'm just going to write it down and I'm going to research it myself. Sorry. I prefer everyone just to email me when they're having issues because otherwise I'll forget. But Gino, I'll write it nice and big right here on a piece of paper. No problem. There we go. So this is a physical science course. Specifically, it's focused on chemistry. So you'll notice I normally just call it the chemistry course. So it is technically physical science, which has both a chemistry and a physics component. But for this trimester, you're in the chemistry component. So I'll usually just say chemistry. Yeah, I lower your hands when I'm done, when I see everybody. There is a optional science class at... I don't know, 11:30? No, there's an office hours at 2 o'clock if you need help with anything, but it's just optional. But it should say 2 o'clock, Luca. Make sure that your time zone is correct, just so you know. All right, so chemistry is the study of substances from which matter is composed, their properties, interactions, and changes. In other words, it's about chemicals and chemical reactions. All right, so this is everything we'll be taking a look at, like the periodic table, bonding, solutions, organic chemistry. We go over a bunch of different stuff because it's kind of an introductory course to chemistry. For number 7 and number 8, these are survey questions. So number 7 just says, what is your preferred name? If your name is often mispronounced, explain to me how to pronounce it. So just tell me, do you prefer to go by your name that you're enrolled as? Do you have a nickname that you prefer to go by? Do you have an alternate name that you prefer to go by? As long as it's school appropriate, I will do my best to make sure that I call you the correct name. And then again, if your name can be mispronounced, try to pronounce it for me so I know for sure how to say it. Number 8 says, what is something you're interested in or passionate about? Please don't put IDK. If you put IDK, you won't get any credit for it. Or I don't know, I don't care. Don't put anything like that. Give me a real answer. So this could be something like a hobby, a film, a TV show, video game, social activity, fitness activity, something to do with your family, right? There are lots of different options. Everybody has something that they're interested in. Please go ahead and work on number 7 and number 8. You have a minute and 15 seconds to work on that. Please raise your hand once you have finished those. You have a little over a minute to work on those. Go, go, go. Yeah, of course, Camilla. Of course, Camilla, you can answer more than one thing. Thank you, thank you. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and keep on moving. All right, question 9 and 10. Question 9 is asking about a strength from this list that best represents you. You don't necessarily have to choose one of these strengths. This is just if you're having a hard time thinking of your own. So things like creativity, curiosity, bravery, perseverance, kindness, forgiveness, learning, hope, all of those are examples of strengths. And just make sure you include an explanation. Again, I don't know, I don't care, or none are not options. You have to tell me what is a strength that you think represents you and why. And then what does success look like for you this trimester? All right, again, success can look different for everyone. It might just be, I just want to make sure I pass my courses, or it might be I want to get all A's on all of my courses, or it could be I just want to make sure that I'm making sure to do work each day, right? So success can look a little bit different to everyone, so tell me, what does that look like? It could be I want to graduate, all right? So some of you I know will graduate at the end of the year. There you go, Shane. All right, so this is number 9 and number 10. I'll give you another minute and 15 seconds to work on these, and go ahead and raise your hand when you're ready to move on. All right, so the last 2 questions are, what is the best phone number to reach you at? Who does that number belong to? So say my mom, my dad, my grandma, me, and then can that number receive text? Again, for me, it's much easier for me to text because that way I can answer whenever I'm not in a live session. And then number 12 is just optional. Is there anything you want me to know about you? Go ahead, take 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up class. All right, everyone, so today we talked about how to be successful, we talked about the largest grade category, projects and exams, and we talked about where to find everything, your one-stop shop, which is your grades tab. All right, I'm going to go ahead and skip this because we are out of time. Make sure you submit the 1A notes and survey. Normally, again, I do expect you to submit it right away, and that's the timestamp I'm looking for attendance. For today, though, as long as you were in class and you get it done by 4 p.m., I will give you attendance. So if you still need some more time to finish the survey questions, that I'm giving you that time, okay? So make sure you submit that. Once you're done with it, try to get it in before 4 p.m. if you would like your attendance. And again, make sure that you actually pass it so that I know that you actually were in class.